All right, it's Andrew here again with our foot and ankle strength band. In this little video, we're going to show you how to use this particular band to strengthen your ankle muscles. So this is for a variety of different conditions, anything from tibialis posterior tendinopathy to an ankle sprain or chronic ankle instability, lots of different things. Here's how you strengthen your ankle muscles. We're going to start with the ankle dorsiflexes. So if we use Darcy's ankle here, the anterior compartment here are the muscles that pull the ankle upwards. And this band is placed around the top of the foot and needs to be anchored somewhere. So this is ideally done off the end of a couch, off the end of the bed, and you can anchor this down onto some piece of furniture. You can do it on the floor, for example, as well, and this could be anchored onto something secure, perhaps under the leg of a table, as long as it's nice and solid. All right, so what Darcy's going to do here is pull up against that band, like so, and then lower back down. Good. He's only lowering down so the band doesn't flick off. That's important, so it doesn't snap off, and up and down like so. So we're strengthening the anterior compartment muscles here. Great for a variety of different ankle issues. Now, how many to do? Start small, 3 or 4 sets, 8 to 10 reps for this one, but we want to build up. These are endurance muscles. We need at least 20 to 30 repetitions of these. Basically, until you get some fatigue through the anterior compartment. Excellent, nice job. So we're going to move on now to the ankle inverters. These are the muscles that are on the inside of the shin here, and they include lots of muscles, but the most powerful of which is tibialis anterior and tibialis posterior. And the easiest way to do this is to loop this around here, and we've got our leg crossed here. Importantly, you do need some degree of hip mobility. So if you're a bit stiff in the hips there, make sure you lift the chair up a little higher, maybe even prop up the leg underneath it as well until you're comfortable. This end of the band goes down around the other foot and is pinned down on the ground there. So now we're anchored. And the instruction there is to lift the ankle up towards the ceiling. And we can quite clearly see which muscles are working here. So we can see a little bit of tibialis anterior and also tibialis posterior running up through here. So we want to hold right up for 3 seconds and then lower back down and right up here. Now I'm going to show you a couple of different variations. In this particular ankle position, the ankle is plantar flex, so it's pointed. This is if you want to bias tibialis posterior. We can see that tendon pop up here. So for shin splints or posterior ankle pain, this is really important. Also for fallen arches or collapsing arches, this is a very important exercise for biasing tibialis posterior up the back here. If we want to bias tibialis anterior, we dorsiflex the ankle. So the ankle comes up, the movement is still up towards the sky against the band. I might move that a little bit just so it grips a little bit better there. And it's still up and down, and you can quite clearly see the large tibialis anterior tendon really working hard through there, and we're strengthening the ankle inverters. Excellent. All right. Last with the band is the ankle everters. These are really important for ankle sprains in particular. We're talking about the muscles on the outside of the leg here that run down around the side, the peroneal muscles, peroneus longus and brevis. And this is best done using the other foot as an anchor. This is going to be a bit tricky because ideally we'd do this off the end of a bed, but Darcy's going to hold his legs up there, and luckily he's strong. So if you're supported here off the end of a bed, the band quite easily goes around the ankle like so on the outside. The further apart you put your legs, the harder this is, the more resistance there is. So let's use the left as the anchor. That'll stay still, and we're going to strengthen the right. So quite simply, we want to turn out, allow the foot to come in. Turning out, allow the foot to come in. Beautiful. So we're working the muscles. You can see the tendons coming out here quite clearly. We're working the muscles on the outside here. These are the peroneal muscles, the ankle everters. Very important for a variety of different ankle issues. It's really important that for optimal function of an ankle, you have balance, actually same for any joint, you have balance on each side of the joint. So we need to be strong on the front, the back, the inside and the outside for optimal performance of the ankle and foot. So same thing in terms of sets and repetitions, 3 to 4 sets, start with 8 to 10, build up to 20 to 30. The other thing you can do is position the ankle a little more upright, so into dorsiflexion, and that will bias slightly different muscles. You can see the band just bunches a little bit there. Good, so now we're working muscles slightly more on the front. Muscles like the extensors here, extensor digitorum, and also, if you have one, peroneus tertius as well. So I'd recommend both positions, same amount of sets and reps. Now the only muscles we haven't talked about with the band are the ones on the back, the main calf muscles, gastrocs and soleus. We typically don't use the band for that because they're such strong muscles. We typically do those with seated calf raises or standing calf raises, which I'd encourage you to watch one of our other videos. So that's how you use a foot and ankle strength band to work on your ankle muscles and make sure you get strength on all sides of your ankle joints. Thanks.